fall season made it.
But yeah, in her airlines, look, I'm gonna have to write that sometime.
If we gonna sip this Hennessy, we gotta sip it slow. If you got another remedy, then baby let me know. All I know is on the road, know this marijuana roll. But since anything is possible, so I need me a show. Go and bend it over for me, baby, touch your toes. Cause you shaking from me, mommy, thought you said you flexible. Stretch you out your clothes, have you sweating out your nose.
Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your girl, Osodiva, the Hip Hop Oprah. And I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. Okay, shout out to all of the folk that they don't listen when they family tell them stuff, but they listening to the Diva Den. Why? Because it's everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere. But podcasts are heard. But we had to make sure we brought the cameras out because we got one. What? No, you say it.
You got, it's your boy N1 Noel, coming straight from Willingboro. Feel me?
I'm gonna turn this way. I'm getting in his business, y'all. Willingboro.
Yeah, I got to. That's the.
You want to talk about that first, like.
We can chat about Willingboro. It's a city. Well, I didn't say that's a town, but.
Shout out 07. Y'all know what it is, but that's where you're from.
Yeah, born and raised.
Born and raised, Willingboro. Music-wise, even more than music, just in the sense of celebrity. A whole lot done came from Willingboro. But for music, though, like, what exactly brought that to you? Like, I'm about to jump in the game. Like, what really inspired you to really jump in music, you in Willingboro?
I'm going to keep it a being with you. I went to college.
Okay.
And I was bored and I needed something to do.
You were bored?
Yeah, I needed something to do.
Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I was just in school and it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, most of my Willingboro people made music too. So it was like I was already around it as a kid growing up. But I was bored in school. I needed something to do. So I was like,
I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. So I was bored. Did you graduate good?
Yeah.
Like, what'd you get your degree in?
Yeah, this is gonna be a shocker for a lot of people. I got a electrical and computer engineering degree.
Electrical and computering degree.
Yeah.
Your bachelor's.
Yeah, electrical and computer engineering. Yeah.
And now you want to rap?
I've been rapping for a grip. I've been rapping since before I got my degree.
Oh my goodness! if you want to run for president, you can, because a degree like that, hello. But no, you giving me the vibe of you know how to play in the computer. So like
it all ties together.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so your homies was making music.
Yeah.
You was bored because you did your homework and it wasn't due until Friday. It's Tuesday. I ain't do your thing. So. Still, like, to be in college and just being bored, it's like, all right, they doing their thing. Was it, I could do better than you? Or was it,
no,
let me let this out? Like,
it was more so like, I seen my friends doing it, and it was like, it wasn't like I seen how they were getting attention from it, but I just seen how they were having fun making music. So I just felt like I wanted to do the same thing. It seemed like it was a fun thing for them to do. So it was like, most of my friends do it too. Something that we can all kind of group around and do together. So it was like a great opportunity. It's kind of like, I don't want to say network, but in a sense camaraderie, in a sense like have some fun for it too. But then it tied into allowing me to vent when I really understood how to make music.
Right.
Because you just writing and making songs at first, but then when you really understand how to put a song together,
it's a whole different something.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all of the folk, all the engineers and producers, y'all gotta definitely do one of these for your boy because you do homework with what kind of degree did you graduate with again?
Electrical and computer engineering.
It's not regular, okay? So you told us if you got bored and then you produce and edit, or what exactly else do you do with this?
I engineer. I don't engineer in the studio. I only engineer my own music, but I've engineered like some people who are around me and some people who've been on my stuff before, but engineer, I mix, master, record. I can produce a little bit, but like it's not my forte.
Don't sit up here and don't stop yourself because why isn't it your forte?
I just don't take the time out to do it like I do everything else. It's just not something I want to like focus on. It's a fun thing to do, but like it's a different mindset for me.
Okay, but just in an aspect of influence, it's like your homies was doing it and you stepped into it, but
yeah.
It has to be something more specific when it comes to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you even give us your name, when you give us the vibe you give them with your music, like, where did that come from?
I mean, the vibe now, I'll talk the whole way through. When I first started making music, I didn't really know what I was doing. So I'd probably say from like 2016 to probably like 2020, 2022, there really wasn't that much of a image of Anwan Noel. It was just kind of like I was just doing shit that I wanted to do for real.
Gotcha.
But then when I got to really start to understand how to make music, like, it was just like, I was just telling my real life story. Like, the way that I make music is I try to make my life sound cool.
Make it sound cool? You trying to? Or are you telling us the truth
I'm
of
telling
what your
the
life
truth.
is?
I'm telling the truth, but I'm trying to tell the truth and still make it sound cool. Like, I'm not trying to tell a story that somebody else living. I'm telling my story that I'm living.
You're telling your story, so...
But I'm making it sound cool. Like,
I don't like the making it sound... Like, if it is, then
but
just
you know what I'm
the
saying?
truth.
What I'm saying, making it sound cool is, I mean, like... Because, you know, like, when you're a regular 9-to-5 person, like... People can relate to your 9-to-5 stuff, but then nobody want to hear that shit on a song.
No, because you like everybody brought something in the workroom, and it's like, oh, I didn't like these muffins, and they talking shit like,
nobody trying to hear that on a song.
No.
So it's like really incorporating like every other aspect of my life, and still incorporating some of my work stuff and making that shit sound cool.
No, that's fire. I definitely hear you. I definitely do. But Willingboro.
Yeah.
Why you want to talk so much about it? Because it sounds like you want to make. It's like, yo, I'm from Willingboro too. Like, you want that. Because
I want people to know, like, there's something out there in Willingboro. Like, I feel like Willingboro is a town that kind of gets slept on in Burlington County a decent amount. I mean, it's a big county. It's a big county. Why does
everybody from fucking Willingboro think that? Shout out to Dot. T-Dot, you know what it is. Shout out to Mike Zombie. You know what it is. It's they out there.
Because there's people from Willingboro, like, even from my generation. Yeah, Mir Troves. You know, him from Willingboro, too.
Mir Troves?
Yeah, Mir Troves.
You a thug? You stopped yourself. You got
Mitchell. I think Mike Zombie actually produced a song from back in I think I was still in high school, so that might have been like 2013, 2014. It was a while ago. But
see, your generation. I didn't mean to cut you off like that, but that's another reason why you're needed in this sense of this conversation, because you heard the names that I said.
Yeah.
They're way older than you. How old are you?
27.
Exactly. So they already been in the game. They've been doing what they're doing. But your age group, or just your generation era period, what's the music like? Like, look, and then your eyebrows went up. Like, what exactly is it when it comes to what Willingboro is giving us right now?
I'll be honest with you, I can't really speak that much on it. I've taken a step back from the Willingboro music scene a little bit. It's just like, I've tried to work with people in the scene, but just we don't always get a lot of the same output that I was trying to put in. I really like to make music because I love making music and I love the aspect of music. And I feel like sometimes when you come in with the mindset of I just want to make money, it kind of clash sometimes.
Yeah. It's two different people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shout out Kanye West. He bugging right now, but y'all get it.
Shit.
But nah, for real, what you just said makes a whole lot of sense. Because when you're just trying to make money, you're a puppet. And you're allowed to do nothing. Because I told you do this, because then, and then the check clear, and you like, oh, okay, I'll do this again. And you're over here shucking and jiving. But
making the same songs over and over again.
And sounding the same. And I ain't gonna hold you. Let's run it back to your homeboys. Because you said you jumped in it because, you know, they was making music. So it's like, in the beginning, were you making music like them? Like,
do my own thing.
So like, you stepped in and you was already doing you.
Yeah, because I don't, like, it's just the way I am as a person. Like, I ain't trying to be like nobody else. I'm trying to be like me. You know, like, other people are cool, but I'm trying to be like me.
So, this is what I want to know, because Willingboro, again.
Yeah.
The influence, though, when it comes to being from that area, does it have something to do with the type of music that you're giving us, or does it have something to do with you as Anwan Noel?
I think it just has something to do more with me. I think my music influence is more New York. I mean, I used to do more Jersey club beats, but like the whole like sexy Joe style, I know that's more like a New York sound than Jersey. But like I try to incorporate Willingboro and a lot of the stuff I do. Like I always shout out Crown Fried Chicken when I can.
First of all,
I always shout out Crown Fried Chicken when I can.
Shut the fuck up. Crown Fried is everywhere.
I know.
Okay, that's not. You're supposed to say shopping bag, and that's gone. You're supposed to say JFK.
No, I gotta shout out the Crown Fried on Sunset Road in Burlington.
Oh, in Burlington. Yeah. So how the fuck did you shout out Willingboro?
Because it's right outside of Willingboro.
Oh my God, so you like chicken? Okay, all right.
And right outside of Willingboro.
You're giving us that accent too. Are you your family from somewhere?
My parents are from New York. I've always just been born and raised in Willingboro.
So that's why you're going back and forth to New York.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I want to know, because when it comes to just you as a whole as an artist, and I'm gonna keep bringing up your age group, just in the sense of y'all, because you're different. I'm 10 years older than you, so it's a whole different type of something. We're looking at you like, oh. But they looking like, oh, so diva. Don't play with me. But when it comes to like the fashion and everything, the put together as an artist, what exactly is that serious? Like, you gotta make sure niggas is like, oh, bro, I see you. You see what your boys wear with your sneakers, like,
It depends on the aesthetic of the person, for real. Like, for me, like, what I wear always matters. If it's a photo shoot, if I'm just going outside, like, if you're gonna see me, like, most of the time when I go outside, people see me and they could tell that I make music, and I don't even gotta tell people. They just look at me like, I could tell you rap. Like, I went to DC a couple years ago, and some random photographer walked up to me and was like, yo, you rap?
That's an assumption.
I know, but it's just I feel like it's the way that I dress.
He just was right, so he ain't look like an ass.
Yeah.
But
people have told me that I dress like an artist.
So let's take it there. What the fuck is the definition of an artist clothing or an outfit? Because it's niggas that's making money that go outside in flip-flops and Walmart shorts and a t-shirt from like their uncle and could really take care of your family bills. So
yeah,
I understand the aesthetic aspect, especially with you being an artist. You have to make sure that you bait and bring in the people for fanning. But for you, for real, like
the aesthetic of the artist is like the same thing with the music, and it's the individuality. Like, if you look at a lot of ways that a lot of rappers dress, like, I mean, yeah, they got stylists, it's probably similar brands and similar things, but like, you gotta know how to dress for who you are as your physique and who you are as a person. The same thing with the music. You gotta make the music for the person that you are too. So it gotta be tied to you, like, cause I could.
Go ahead, do it. You want to do it? You was waiting to do it.
I was waiting to do it anyway.
You was waiting to do it.
Anyway.
Look, get your camera. You fuck around with your foot up on the day.
Cause for real, like.
And then he did it. Look, they shiny, y'all.
You know, just. At any moment in time, you just gotta be ready to have a fit on. Cause it's like, you never know. You never know when someone's gonna take a flick of you, someone gonna be around you. You wanna have a conversation with somebody, so it's just looking your best 24/7.
I understand. But I guess is that, I'm not gonna say confidence or insecurity, because that's two different things, you know. But if you didn't necessarily dress like a rapper, or I ain't gonna say you ain't got the money to dress like one, but just in the sense of what you're giving us, if you didn't, do you feel like you would still feel in the well?
Yeah, because it's like the clothes that you have where there's no price tag on it. It's just how you put it together.
It is a price tag.
No,
I mean,
but
everybody running through Ross and
though.
Boscov.
But you know what I'm saying though.
But
like it's never like I gotta wear the most expensive things. It's just I gotta make it look good.
It depends on the person.
Yeah,
it definitely does. But let's talk about you and the production of your music, because you already talking about the aesthetic, and it's clearly your aesthetic.
Yeah.
Right? So we're gonna stay in that. Your music. What is the vibe, a whole 110 that you want to continue to give us? Because you put music out, but then you slow music down, and then you put music out. What are you slowing music down for, N1?
I ain't gonna lie. I just slow the shit down to have sex to it.
You got kids?
Nah.
So what the fuck is...
It just mean I just ain't nothing in them Jones.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, that's all that shit mean to me.
Pull out. That's what the fuck it is. But to give us that music, it's understood. Because I'm sure all of y'all got a playlist, and it's like, that's what I'm putting on.
Exactly.
Because you know what's about to happen.
Exactly.
And you 27 all excited with a great job and rapping, and everybody take good pictures. They want to be your homie. Because I was going to ask you, even the music that you just put out, what is the last project that you gave us?
I actually just dropped a single.
Go back. We're not even going to get before that. We're going to go back.
I dropped the album in February, actually on Valentine's Day this year.
Exactly. Yes.
It was an R&B project. It was my first listed R&B project, but technically it's not my first R&B project.
Okay.
But my first listed one, like, it was actually categorized as one.
And for it to be dropped on Valentine's Day, like you...
I knew what I was doing.
You knew what you was doing.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. Yeah. Because it was like, I wanted to set the vibe, because honestly, if you listen to a lot of the songs, I kind of put a mix of like sex, and like love songs on there too. There's some like sadder songs on there for like just to let the emotions out, but it was mostly just gonna be like sex and love songs. That was it for the Valentine's Day vibes.
But that's what I was about to ask you, because the Valentine's Day vibes is all love, but it sounded like you was mad at bitches because you couldn't get them no chocolate. There were no edible arrangements getting sent to your job. So it's like, what was you letting out? Are you in a relationship? Did you just break up? Like, what happened?
No, I'm single. At that moment in time.
Get them. Okay.
At that moment in time, there were. At that moment in time, I was kind of moving around. He said it 3
times. You better give us the truth. What's up?
I was kind of moving around a little bit.
Oh, you still moving around.
So there was a little. Couple stories in there. There's a couple stories in there. You know what I mean?
Y'all gotta listen.
Yeah, there's a couple stories in there.
Okay. Okay.
But no, when I was making some of the songs on that project though, especially like I think specifically like "Show Me Love." Mm-hmm. That was specifically about somebody in particular. I
was so angry at your homie that was on the phone sitting up here like, so you gonna go back to the like you really gonna do? Who is that?
No, that's my man Steve. Shout out Steve Worthy. That's my man Steve.
You like the way, like, first of all, you sounded like how the ladies talk, but it just let us know that niggas sit up here and do the same thing. Like, oh, she did that. You still go sit up here and hit her up? Like, why is you doing it? Was he single at the time?
Yeah, I keep it a being with you. I wrote that script.
No,
I wrote that whole script.
As you should have. You know what you're doing because it's yours. But for us to understand what the storyline was, because I'm like, okay, that's fine. Damn, all right, what happened? Like, okay, y'all good? And then it's like, oh, okay.
Because that interlude was supposed to change the vibe of the project going forward.
Of the music. So, literally, you let us know you just trying to fuck bitches to the slowdown of your music, but when did that come into your mind to even use that? Because I'm like, all of the songs is slow.
It was... Honestly, I didn't drop... it was when I made this project called Better Off Alone 2, and I didn't actually drop the slowed version of it because I don't know why I didn't. I honestly don't know why I didn't.
I wonder why you did. When that whole idea of slowing music down, like, did you automatically come into the scene like, every song I do, I'm slowing it down?
Nah, it was like, I heard a lot of like the slowed and reverb songs, and I was kind of saying and thinking, and I was like...
That's your thinking phase.
Yeah, I can fuck to these songs. You know, it's like I already make the songs about sex where it's like if I slow it down, I could like, you know, I can really do what I gotta do.
No, I'm not, you know.
But then but then with the TikTok wave, like it made me want to speed stuff up too. So it kind of gave me the both. So I utilized it too. So I have to slow it and I have to sped up once.
When it comes to social media, like how much of an impact is it for you when it comes to your music? Because you just said the TikTok vibe.
It's an impact for the content, but for the actual, like the visual content.
Yeah.
But for the audio, I make music 'cause I want to make music.
Got you.
It's just that you gotta low-key be a content creator to be an artist nowadays, because most of the fan base is gonna be on social media. I mean, you got concerts and shows and stuff like that too, but you still gotta do music videos, short form content
to see who's gonna see and what. Like, okay. I'm still trying to pop you. Talking about you trying to fuck these joints. No. Okay? You better marry her first and make sure these savings is chunky. And you probably about to make a rocket ship with a studio in it. Your degree is fun. Like, I walk around all kind of awesome. I got my mass communications, bachelor's of I went to school, but...
See, it's like I don't really talk about my degree.
You need to get a shirt. Okay, because they got to clap for you for that alone. Everybody went to school. They understand that's a whole different section of college. But for you to bring it into music, I get it. I definitely get it.
I always try to give the people the best of both worlds. Like, even outside of music, like, I want to make more like the STEM stuff more admirable for the youth. So, you know, there's other opportunities for people to do things too. So that's the other side I'm trying to do things too.
But you said you're slowing the music down to fuck to you so the younger kids can't listen to that one. But alright, but no.
I'm for the people.
You mean for the people? They gotta be old enough.
Yeah, the women gotta be old enough. For the youth, I want the youth to grow. You know what I mean?
You want the youth to grow?
I want the youth to...
This is population control, huh? We understand your degree and now you letting it out. Understand. The hip hop Oprah, sweetie. I understand. But no, let's go there because the new music that you dropped, Moon Sign.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
That was just a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I heard the beat and I was just like, I listened to it so many times. I was like, I gotta get on this.
Really?
And then I just started flowing.
How long did it take for you to actually get the vibe to either write it or jump in the studio and just go?
I'm pretty sure this was one of the songs that I wrote while I was like, I wrote it in the studio and recorded right then and there.
Really?
Yeah.
How long it took?
It actually took me, I ain't gonna lie, it actually took me 4 days to record that song.
Don't say it was an issue. Like,
nah,
we
but like
know.
that, it took me 4 days to record that song. Cause I recorded the hook the first time, I didn't like it. And then I tried recording the hook another day. I liked it, and I liked how the verse flowed. And then I had to write the second verse because I only wrote the first verse in the hook, and I had to jump back and do the second verse in there.
What do you think changed within the days for you to be able to actually complete it?
The mindset, like the vibe change every day. Like when I go into the studio one day, and like I can't hit a note, I'll take the step out, I'll practice it, and then just go back in there and try to hit it again. If it's not the same day, probably do it like next day, a couple days later, but just like try to change the mindset and just try hard to hit that note. Because for Moonsign, it was just not me not hitting the notes the way that I wanted to.
Did you sing too?
Yeah.
Like, you've given us so much of you. And even like every time I'm listening to you talk, it's like somebody in your family from an island. Somebody in Jamaica. Somebody,
Grenada.
Huh?
Grenada.
I asked you where they from. You gonna say New York.
No, but both my parents were born in New York, but my dad's side of the family, his father's side of the family is from Grenada.
Okay. But you still got cousins and family mixed them. You done met them, right? You done met that side? Like?
And yeah. Nobody in Grenada though, but like New York,
like the mixed
New York,
part
Jersey,
of them.
yeah.
Right, got you. So the versatility of your music, because even with you singing and understanding the way that the music sounds when you slow it down, it don't just sound like regular R&B. It don't sound like regular rap, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like you adding something to it. So with the versatility in you as an artist, are you really ready to jump into reggae? Or I don't know, like what other type of genres are you actually looking to do for?
I mean, I've done dance hall before. I've done reggaeton. I mean, I like just making music. There's no real specification on like the genre. It's just like if I hear a beat and I like it, I'll get on it.
You have to have a specific.
I honestly do. If I hear a beat and I like it, I'll get on it. You can even get me on a country beat.
I was about to say that. So you about to give us a country song?
If I hear a beat that I like, maybe.
So now all of the producers that's making country music, hit me or hit him, because he said he could do it.
I'll do whatever, honestly. If I like the beat, I'll do whatever. It's just, I love making music. Like, when you can love music and you just really appreciate the art of it, like, that's why I dabble into the reggaeton outside of rap music, because it's like, I really just love it for real.
But where did that come from? Just your passion and love for music, period.
I'll be honest with you, I low-key found out that my dad was big into music one day. And I feel like that's low-key where it stems from. I never knew, because he don't listen to music. And
so
one day,
how the hell you?
Like, one day I'm going, like, he's going through some of the stuff, and he's pulling out, like, a bunch of, like, old, like, records, like, jazz records and stuff like that. I mean, my mom listened to a lot of music. She was, like, a Sam Cooke.
Oh.
She listened to some, like Aretha Franklin, like, R&B stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, the rap stuff just came from what I like. The R&B stuff probably came from like how my parents were, but the rap stuff just came from what I like.
Because I was about to ask, if you're saying they already were listening to it, then it was already like it's in the house, like you already doing whatever. But it's like, okay, I know I could do that, but let's go in the studio.
Yeah, there was a I didn't want to say it, but there was a lot of R. Kelly being played in my house.
Yeah, you didn't want to say it. Shut up. So. Look, videographer sat down. You saw him there. He had to get back up because no, everybody's about to talk about that nigga. Shut up. So let's really talk, because the music that you're giving us and just the vibe that you're giving us as an artist, you know what I'm saying? What exactly is it that you're gonna give us? Like, what's coming up next? Because it's about to get hot. You know, summertime's coming and it's a new year. Just the whole everything. Like, you about to say something? I'm
about to say something you're not gonna like.
Oh, shut.
So I got a project dropping. I'm intending on dropping it over the summer, but I don't really have a set date yet. But I got a single dropping in June. I think the end of June. I just changed the date earlier. So I got a single dropping like June 28th called "Anything Is Possible." Yo, anything is possible. So we setting the vibe right for the summer. Yo, because I'm ending this Hennessy hate.
You about to have mad godchildren or mad children that got your name, the middle name, because you said they were making music to make children to. Like, anything is dangerous, okay? But
Life is dangerous.
Shut up. So Henny, that's your favorite?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I drink.
I'm 37, y'all, so I already went through the Hennessy wave. Like, it's dangerous. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, anything. Okay. What exactly were you in mindset-wise? Well, of course, you was probably drunk.
Henny.
But,
I was sober for real.
You were sober for real. You were just thinking about Henny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just on my mind all the time.
And everybody drinks Hennessy, right?
No.
If they're old enough? No.
No, I'm trying to, like, there's a Hennessy hate train going on right now.
Because it's dangerous.
And I'm trying to end it.
Oh, my gosh.
Niggas just be hating on Hennessy for no reason.
Because they didn't see what Hennessy does.
I have too.
So why you want to make
it.
so you want them to play the song when they beating up their cousin outside?
Nah, I want them to play the song when they in the club
And
trying to talk to a John.
Oh, that's
and they
the
trying
music.
to tell her that anything is possible.
But he bought the drink and it's Henny. Oh. Y'all see what it is. Because just the music that you're giving us, and like I said, the summer's coming. And everybody's sitting up here getting dressed, they going out, so that's the vibe that you're giving us.
Yeah.
But I really want to know, when it comes to music as a whole, when it's like an EP or it's an actual project, like, how do you know how many songs are supposed to go there? And you already letting us know it's like the vibe, whether it be like the story or the type of something that's going on, you putting from one to the end. But that's a single. You got a EP or a project coming?
I got a title too. The title's gonna be everything. Everything happens for a reason. But it's usually how I go about like the length of a project. It kind of goes by like where my life is at that point. I try to make my music kind of correlate and flow with my life.
Yeah.
So if I'm done with a chapter in life and I'm in the middle of recording a project, that project's done.
Wow. I'm about to get real in your business for real. If you don't want to answer it, don't answer it.
No, that's cool.
You ever did like counseling or something like that? Therapy?
I have before.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just people that I know that have gone, and it's just like, it's boring as shit. I'm just sitting there telling my whole life to a stranger, and they just give me suggestions on how to fix it. But it's people that sit up here like, I need it because I need to sit up here and let everything out and them tell me how. But what you just said, it seems as if music is your therapy. Because you said chapters in life.
Yeah.
So whatever it is and how you feeling, like, you have a diary?
It's the album that I
It's
dropped.
just whatever it is that you feel and you remember and put
I
on
always
track.
tell people, it's like, if you really want to know what's going on in my life, you can really just listen to my music.
Y'all heard him.
Like, if you're ever curious about what I got going on in my life, you could always just listen to my music.
Yeah, and he looked at y'all, so you already know he's serious.
Yeah, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, I mean, there's certain things I don't say. Like, I feel like when I first started making music, I was way more personable. But, like, even if you want to know just, like, where my life is at some point, like, how my mindset is, like, you could always listen to my music and see where I'm at. I mean, there's some genres that I kind of, like, right now I'm more on, like, the relationship woman vibe, so it's not as, like, my life-ish.
Yeah.
But, like, when I tap back into it, you can kind of tell, like, where I'm at for real.
Do you actually give us, I mean, you definitely let us know to know what's going on. You gotta listen to your music, but it's like, do you already have that set to where it's like, all right, it's about me? Nah, like, ain't nothing really happened. It's about this? Nah. Like, how do you make that decision outside of it being you or the ladies?
It's the beat. I would keep it a beat, which a lot of it is.
That's where it's about to go, so go ahead, let me know.
The instrumental controls the vibe a lot for me because it's like, I feel like you can rap about like women or sex on any song or any beat, but you can't really rap about getting money, you know what I'm saying, like your real life struggles on any beat too. Because you can't do that on a Sexy Joe beat.
I mean,
you can, but it's got to be a sadder vibe.
Sexy drill, like how really A1 is that right now? Like, is it really the focus of music right now?
No, it's just honestly, it's just the type of beats that I like to use. I like that party vibe, and honestly, like, I feel like the party vibe kind of flows with the type of music I'm making right now. So it's like, it allows me to kind of sing, still rap, and still give people a good beat to listen to. So it's like, I kind of hit all three at the same time. Because a lot of times when people listen to my music, like, they don't really listen to my lyrics, and I've noticed that. So I'm just like, all right, if y'all not gonna listen to me spitting, y'all can at least hear my good vocals and then hear the beat.
Then you gonna listen. Wow, you don't think that they're listening to you?
I was literally in the car with somebody a couple of days ago, and I played a song, and they only acknowledged one lyric I said in the second verse. And I'm like, wow, there were a couple bars that were around that bar that you acknowledged, and that wasn't even the toughest bar of the song.
See, and just in that alone, you saying the toughest bar. Like, what exactly is the level of, I know this is fire, I know this is fire, I know this is gonna bust their head open, like, Do you actually have that when it comes to the level of what you put in the song?
Yeah, I try to give as much wordplay as I possibly can. Like I try to make every lyric a bar. Either like a double entendre, it ties to the line that's after it or something like that. But like I try to make every lyric a bar as much as I can. Even on like the Sexy Joe songs and like the Jersey Club stuff, like
sexy.
that's what the genre is called. But you know what I'm saying? Like I try to make everything of a bar. Like I actually just got an award for my job like probably like a couple months ago. And pretty much like it was like testing some invention to like reduce like white noise. So I made a post with the trophy, and I was like, I've been jumping through hoops my whole life to silence the noise. I'm glad that I finally got acknowledged for it. You feel me?
Niggas, if you're not putting the paragraph up on how and why you got the actual trophy, niggas that don't know not gonna necessarily tap in.
No, but I didn't. So the trophy had the like the explanation of what I got it for.
You zoomed in like that through the whole what you got?
No, it was a smaller trophy. It was like
it was like a little plaque or something.
Yeah.
But okay.
But I just did that. But then I just gave a little explanation of what I meant by the noise, because they probably think I was meaning like literal noise, but I meant like white noise, like you know what I mean.
How many of your friends or the folk that follow you or actually are around you in that circle graduated college with you?
Well, like in the same college as me?
No, in the same degree, like what you got?
Like maybe like 8, 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Salute. Okay, I was expecting you to say like 1 or 2. But just in the sense of your degree, I'm going to keep bringing that up because the expectation that it seems like you have is way lower than it should be because of your music worldwide. Okay, shout out my mother forever and ever and ever. The world is my playground. So when it comes to just your music, period, how much of different countries are you actually seeing you getting attention from?
The last time I checked, I know I got some stuff in France. I get some African countries too. But mostly I've mostly only gotten stuff from France.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure why it tapped. I don't know if it's the Noel. They must be thinking I'm French or Haitian or something like that, and I'm not.
Oh my God.
But they must be
utilize it. You got your passport?
Yeah.
Go. Hello? Like tap
True,
in.
I might as well.
Straight up and down. So this is what I want to know, and shout out everybody that listens to the Diva Den everywhere, because you gave us your 4 on the episode. But I want to hear a whole different type of 4 when it comes to your influence, and just in the sense of production, or maybe in a different type of genre, or whatever you were thinking about when you gave me the 4 when we did the other interview. Give me a whole different 4 that would be on your Mount Rushmore.
I'll give you influences. I think my number 1 is gonna have to be A$AP Rocky.
Really?
Yeah,
that's the vibe you're giving me, so I definitely understand that. Number 1.
He's been my favorite rapper since like, honestly, I started listening to music. Like I started listening in like 2008.
The beginning.
Yeah.
But
I like Goldie,
Yeah.
Long Live A$AP, all that stuff. Like I still listen to Goldie to this day.
Is he okay? So A$AP Rocky.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to say Drake, because I feel like Drake is just like such a large artist.
I just didn't want to hurt your feelings because Kendrick, but no, because that's the vibe you're giving me too, just in the sense of your music, and it's like ever since the damn to both of them, it's like ain't nobody really trying to be a Drake fan. It's frustrating as hell because I'm not on that side. So when the music plays, I gotta fast, but no, for real.
You could enjoy the 2.
I'm listening to one of your songs.
You could enjoy the 2.
Drake definitely did what he was supposed to when it comes to his music, but give me a different reason why, for you, he's someone that you're definitely influenced by, because all of your songs, like, you can sing, you can rap, the beats that you're making, it all goes together. So talk to me.
I mean, it is mostly just in the music. Like I get most of my influences from Drake in the aspect of like doing the rap singing in a sense. I mean, I know he pulled that from Genuine, but I can't say Genuine because I got it from Drake. So I can't really say Genuine.
Number 3? I mean, this is yours.
I would probably say my number 3, honestly. I'm trying to think of all the aspects of music that I make. I low-key probably have to say Cash Cobain because of the Sexy Joe. I really don't have a choice because of the Sexy Joe influence. I mean, him and Charlie started that shit, so I gotta give them they kudos for that.
But how many years ago was that? For you to even be so locked in to be like...
It was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Like they really started doing sexy drill like a little after I graduated college, so like 2021. And
It's so hard for me to look at you and talk about college. You look 12. You're like real shit.
I can show you my ID right now.
No, because they're gonna Okay, okay, I believe you. I kind of believe you, but you look young as shit, and you talk about college, and then just 4 years ago you was doing this, you was doing that. It's like, were you? But okay, I want to know right now if you literally like you leave here and you about to get on a plane. Because it's a tour and you go into the country. You can't say France because I already told you to go. But where would you go? That you like you really wanted them to all the way just submerge themselves in your music.
You know what? It's gonna sound crazy. I'm actually gonna say Nigeria.
Why is that crazy?
They have a really big hip hop and music culture out there. Like even with the Afro beats and stuff, like there's a big hip hop and like rap culture out there. So I definitely do that.
Are they speaking in a
English.
different
No,
language?
they do English. Yeah, they do English too.
I haven't really tapped in.
Cause I know Burna Boy. I think he's from the UK, but I know he be in Nigeria a decent amount. And I think I listen to some Nigerian Afro beats artists, but I gotta check my phone again.
But that's what I'm saying. Like even with homies is here, whatever. But it's like to know that the world is there. That's why I asked you about the genres, just to get an understanding of what else you giving us when it comes to your music.
Yeah.
So, other than the projects that you're about to give us, when it comes to you making beats or even engineering, like, is there something else that you're about to learn or you want to actually give us? Because it's like, yeah, I could do that. I could do this too. Like, what are you learning or what you about to give us?
I want to, excuse me, I want to learn how to do it in other softwares. I think now, like, I know the science behind mixing, so it's like I feel like I can go do it on another software, but like I've only been able to mix in FL because it's the only thing I had access to. But like I want to dabble into like Pro Tools or anything else because I feel like it'd just be even Dolby Atmos because I was doing some research on that too.
Really?
And just getting a better understanding of like more professional softwares to mix my music in so I can up the quality.
Are you gonna put a studio in the Rocket and then go in the States and actually give us the new project? I feel like you've been in that song. Like they actually done talk to you. You've been to like, Boeing or whatever, all the planes. Like,
I don't know. They got the whistleblowers over there in Boeing right now, so I don't know if I want to be associated with them.
Goodness gracious! It's a definite salute just in knowing that you went to school and then knowing that outside of that you giving us real music. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a regular like I'm just rapping, I'm just saying this, but.
Like, I really want to give people, like, a story. Like, I really appreciate the music that people make. So I really want to give people a story.
As you're supposed to. So, I don't know. What is it that you think is wrong when it comes to the game right now? Just music, period.
There's no love for it. Like, you can even see it throughout the whole thing. Like, people just don't really have the love to make music anymore. It's just that people are trying to make money. And it's just, you could tell. Because it's just by how the type of music that comes out, the quality of it, it's like so much of it sounds rushed and unfinished.
But just if they would try to consider that a genre, they try to go fast and like.
I feel you, but you could tell the love ain't there. No. Like it's not like how it was when it's like you really had to go and you had to know somebody to get in the studio. Like you really had to want to do it.
That's because everybody like you. I'm only gonna say your homies just because you just said it. But if it's 10 niggas that sit up here and know how to work a computer, and everybody's their homie. They gonna sit up here and record something and be like, yo, yes, that one, and put it out because that's the support that they're getting. So it's just like, that's a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Willingboro, I want to know, what's the worst, like, experience when it comes to music in Willingboro?
That I've had?
The iPad.
No, that I've had.
Oh, that you've had.
Yeah.
The iPad. Y'all, shut up.
The worst experience I had, honestly, I only had one real experience with the Willingboro artists.
Really?
Yeah, because I like most of my music, it's all like just me or my mans.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're staying inside altogether, like it's not no type of
I want to do features, but like I don't want to throw nobody under the bus.
Well, talk heavy. Come on, talk heavy.
Sometimes it's a little difficult to get people in the studio. Sometimes,
Why?
you know, I guess some people have egos, or maybe it's just that I come off really generous and I don't charge them for studio time to make a song with me.
What?
And they just think it's too good to be true. I don't know.
Like, I'm about to say, how in the world could that even be something? Like, if you're trying to make music together and they're not trying to rock with you.
Man, I've had people blow me off to sell weed.
But Willingboro.
Yeah.
Willingboro?
Yeah, I've had people blow me off to sell weed. I'm like, you ain't serious.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
Okay? So this is what I want you to do. And it's a camera in front of us. And you're not even saying it to me. I want you to say it to them. What is the one thing you want to make sure they never forget about you? You like your purpose and whole for real, why you and one well making this music for real.
If there's one thing that I feel like I don't want people to forget about me, I feel like you gotta understand I'm like that in several aspects of things that I do. Mm-hmm. And what I really want to do is bring people together and utilize it for good. Actually, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. That was some
you got
bullshit.
it. You in the den, it's all about you. Go and do it again. Do it again.
I guess, honestly, I think the real one thing that I want people to know, honestly, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. I am like that at everything that I do. I'm just
Talk
like that.
heavy. Talk the fuck heavy. Y'all better like Google his degree, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, Google it.
Honestly, if you Google my real name, everything will come up. That's all I gotta say.
That's it. But you gotta just let them know where they can follow you and where everything is before we go. Just
if you follow me on Instagram at N1Noel, Twitter N1Noel41. I think my TikTok is .N1N1N1. But yeah, you can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, everything else. N1Noel. I'm on all platforms, so SoundCloud too.
Yeah, y'all heard what he said. Yeah, y'all heard him. Look, it's nothing but love to have you in here. It was cool talking to you. You know, we did the interview. Y'all could hear it, Apple Podcast. But now we're here. You understand? Yeah. I am she. You know, the Hip Hop Oprah. Y'all know what it is. Osodiva. Make sure y'all following me everywhere, just like him. You know, at Osodiva. And I'm trying to tell y'all, Google the Diva Den, and I'm just gonna come up. Like, and fuck Scorpios. And I'm only saying, look. Look, he was mad as shit. And y'all don't even know. I had to let that out. Y'all already know what it is. It's a whole bunch of stuff coming, y'all. And I know y'all mad. It's been a second since y'all seen me. But shout out Cassidy T. I'm mommy first. But y'all make sure y'all doing what you're supposed to do. You feel me? So that you can enjoy all of what you want. But you got to get the work. Ha ha!